Love is feeling 그대를 처음 본 순간 Love is feeling.
You stood in front of the mirror in your dorm room, smoothing down the hem of your favorite dress. You had spent weeks gathering the courage to confess your feelings to John Jungkook, the popular and talented heartthrob of this college. Your heart was racing with a mix of excitement and anxiety. You are not sure if it's going to end well, but now you can't keep your feelings hidden for long. So you have decided to finally tell him how you feel. Taking a deep breath, you grabbed your bag and headed out. As you entered the campus, it was buzzing with students heading to various activities. You clenched the strip of your bag tightly as you were nervous as hell. Your focus was only on finding Jungkook. You knew he would be at the music hall, rehearsing with his band. You quickened your steps while heading towards the music room. As you approached the music hall, the sound of guitars and drums filled the air. You peeked inside and saw Jungkook strumming his guitar, lost in the music. You took a deep breath, once again gathering your courage, and pushed the door open. As you did that, all the heads turned towards you. You gulped and looked at Jungkook. Jungkook? You called softly while he looked at you surprised. Oh, hey Vayan, what's up? You hesitate, feeling the weight of the moment. Can we talk? It's important. He was confused, but he still nodded, keeping his guitar aside. Sure, he got up and turned towards his bandmates. I'll be back, continue till then. He turned towards you and you both walked outside the room. You walked out into the courtyard. Your heart was beating insanely fast as you tried to find the right words. What do you want to talk about? His voice made you more nervous, but you knew that it's now or never. Jungkook, I've been wanting to tell you something for a while now. Sure, what's that? I really like you. I have admired you for a long time and I wanted you to know how I feel. Jungkook's expression hardened and he crossed his arms over his chest. You like me? Is this some kind of joke? Your heart sank, he was expressionless. No, it's not a joke. I really do like you, Jungkook. I think you're amazing. He scoffed, shaking his head. Amazing, huh? Is that what you call going after rich guys? Anny told me all about your past, how you are always chasing after money. I'm not interested in gold diggers. Your eyes widened in shock and hurt. What? No, that's not true. Anny must have misunderstood. I'm not like that at all. His gaze was cold and serious. Anny is my best friend. She wouldn't lie to me. She said you only dated your ex because he was loaded. And now you're after me because of my family's wealth. I'm not going to be your next victim. Tears filled in your eyes, but you fought to keep them at bay. How can you even believe that I'm that type of girl? My story with my ex was different. I like you for who you are, not because of your money. I don't know why Anny said that to you. Jungkook shook his head, his expression unchanged. Save it, Vayan. I'm not interested in your excuses. Just stay away from me. You felt as though your heart has been ripped from your chest. Unable to hold back your tears any longer, you turned and ran, not wanting him to see you break down. Jungkook sighed. He didn't want to do that, but he was poisoned by Anny against you. She used to be a friend as well, but she was always jealous of your beauty and intelligence. The guy she used to like proposed to you, and from that day, she became your silent enemy and started to spread rumors about you. What are you doing here? Jungkook stopped and turned back only to see Anny. She came near him. I heard that Vayan borrowed you from the music room. What did she want? Nothing, she was just saying some random things. She raised her brow. What random things? Jungkook smiled, trying to change the topic. Nothing serious, let's go to the cafeteria. I'm a little hungry. She smiled and interlocked her arms with his. Are you free after school? You have a plan? She smiled and stood in front of him, trying to act cute. I want to go shopping. Want to accompany me? He chuckled and nodded. Anytime. Thank you. Jungkook and Annie are the best friends since childhood, but as they grow up, Jungkook developed feelings for her. He didn't confess yet, but he's sure that Annie feels the same. She's always close to him, always try to make him feel good. You woke up the next morning with puffy eyes and a heavy heart, still feeling the pain from the previous night. Despite the hurt, you knew you had to move forward. You decided to throw yourself into your studies and hobbies, seeking comfort in the things you like. At the same time, you were on a mission to find why Annie spread those rumors about you. Why did she tell Jungkook that you left your ex for money? You immersed yourself in your coursework, attending every lecture and participating actively. Keeping busy helped you keep the painful memories at bay. You spent your evening in the library, poring over textbooks and completing assignments. But it was during the art club meeting that you found true peace. You stopped showing in front of Jungkook. 1 week passed, you slowly started to move on from Jungkook. His rejection was not the thing that hurt you, but his words and the way he called you a gold digger just by believing his friend hurt your pride. You were standing in front of a blank canvas. You always loved to paint whenever you were happy or heartbroken. You always pour your feelings in a painting. Right now also you wanted to pour all your pain and heartbreak into an art and you started creating something beautiful. Wow, looks like someone is in full mood to create a masterpiece today. A warm voice interrupted your thoughts. You turned to see Lucas, a fellow art club member, smiling at you. Lucas was kind and talented with a gentle aura that puts everyone at ease. Hi, Lucas. You managed to smile slightly. I noticed you have been working really hard lately. Are you okay? His voice was full of concern. You hesitated for a moment, then sighed. It's been a rough few weeks, but I'm trying to move forward. Lucas nodded understandingly. Art can be a great way to heal. If you ever need someone to talk to or just paint with, I'm here. You nodded with a weak smile. Thanks, that means a lot. Yesterday was fun, right? Thank you for getting me that dress. You won't believe how badly I want that. You're amazing, Jungkook. Jungkook smiled. It was nothing. By the way, I have a practice today. Wanna come and see me playing guitar? Are you really asking me that? Of course I would come. He smiled, but then his eyes landed on you, who was coming from the other side. Your eyes met for a second, but you looked away and kept walking. Something has changed with her attitude. She's really so weird. She said, looking at you disgustingly. I have to go for practice. See you there. He said goodbye and left, but in his mind, he was really guilty for whatever he said that day. He didn't realize it that day, but each day after that, his inner voice reminded him that he should apologize and never say those words to you. At practice, Jungkook played his guitar with a heavy heart. He kept glancing at the door, hoping Annie would walk in, but she never did. After practice, he stepped outside scanning the campus, then he saw her. Annie was standing near a bench, talking and laughing with another guy. Jungkook's heart tightened with jealousy and regret. The guy was none other than Mark, your ex-boyfriend. Jungkook felt a pang of realization. She looked genuinely happy, something he hadn't seen in her with him. The truth hit him hard. He had misjudged you, and now he was the one on the outside looking in. Mark was touching her, and she was okay with that. She was enjoying, completely forgotten that Jungkook asked her to come see him practice. He left from there feeling betrayed. He realized that his love was one-sided. He was developing feelings towards Annie when she was clearly not interested in him. It was just their friendship. Distracted, he didn't see you coming around the corner. You were carrying a box of paints and supplies, and as you turned, you collided with Jungkook, causing the box to tumble to the ground. Jungkook looked up at you while you stepped back. I'm sorry, I didn't see you. You didn't say anything and sat down to grab the tubes of paints. He tried to help you, but your hands touched, but you quickly pulled back your hand. I'm sorry, let me help. Just then Lucas came jogging up. Ryan, are you okay? Did anything break? He asked concerning. He kneeled beside you, brushing a strand of hair from your face. You smiled warmly at Lucas. I'm fine, Lucas, just a little spill. Jungkook watched as Lucas fussed over you, making sure you were alright. A twinge of jealousy stirred within him, seeing how Lucas' eyes never left your face, filled with genuine concern and care. Lucas picked up the last of the paints and helped you to your feet. Here, let me carry this for you, he said, lifting the box effortlessly. Thanks, Lucas, I really appreciate it. Jungkook stood up as well, feeling a mix of emotions. I'm sorry again, Ryan. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. You just nodded and walked away from there, followed by Lucas. Jungkook knew he hurt you badly with his words and actions. Why did you bring me here? Is everything alright? Jungkook was trying to control his emotions. I asked you to come to see me in practice. I know, I'm so sorry. It slipped my mind, Jungkook. I'm really sorry. You know, I was busy with class and didn't get time. Jungkook was surprised how easily and smoothly she lied. Busy with class? Really? Then what were you doing with Mark earlier? Annie's eyes widened for a moment, then she laughed nervously. Oh, that. Mark is just an old friend, nothing serious. Jungkook's patience was wearing thin. An old friend you seem very close with. Why didn't you tell me about him before? Annie's demeanor shifted and she became defensive. Why does it matter? You don't need to know everything about my life. It matters because I feel like you have been lying to me, Annie. You have been avoiding serious conversations, and now I find you with Mark, who happened to be Ryan's ex. What's really going on here? He said, raising his voice. Annie's eyes flashed with anger. You are overreacting, Jungkook. Mark is just a friend. Jungkook took a deep breath, trying to control his frustration. I don't think I'm overreacting. I think you have been using me, and I want to know the truth. Just because we are friends doesn't give you a right to sneak in my life, Jungkook. I can see whoever guy I want. We are just friends. Don't try to control me. Jungkook's heart broke into millions of pieces. He couldn't believe he has been in love with a girl who doesn't give a damn about him. You are seriously nothing like how I was thinking of you. I can't believe I was so blind to not see the real you. Annie was unbothered, as if all this doesn't affect her. I was always like this, Jungkook. We are just friends. If you think more than that, that's not my fault. I don't want to be a friend with you anymore. Drinking his anger, he left from there while Annie rolled her eyes before crossing her arms. Nor do I want you, no. You're seriously so immature. When Jungkook came inside the hallway, he saw you and Lucas, talking and laughing. He was right when he realized that you can't be that type of girl. He was being gaslighted, and maybe Annie was actually jealous of your beauty and talents. The The art class was fun today. I can't wait to paint again, but unfortunately, we have to wait for 3 days. You chuckled. We can do that after classes if you want. His face lightened. Really? Will you join me? You smiled and nodded, making him more excited. Then let's meet after class tomorrow in garden. You nodded. Perfect place. Okay, see you tomorrow then. Bye. He bid you goodbye and left. You were about to leave but stopped when Jungkook called your name. Ryan. He came near you. You turned towards him. He could see that you were not at all like before. Your eyes were cold when you looked at him, and he knew he's the reason behind it. Ryan, I want to apologize to you for that day. I'm sorry. I know I said too much. I can't take those words back, but I'm sincerely sorry. I know I shouldn't have said that to you. I hope you'll forgive me. Don't worry, it didn't affect me like how I thought. You said what you were told, although it was really hurtful, but it's okay, mistakes happens. You turned and walked away, leaving him standing. Over the weeks, Jungkook found himself looking at you. He used to go wherever you go and started taking art classes seriously. He was jealous of your and Lucas's closeness. He also found out that the reason why you left Mark was because you found out that he was cheating on you with Anny, and that's why you never thought Jungkook would love her. He was guilty for his actions towards you and now wanted to make up for it because the more he sees you, the more he wants to be with you, but obviously it was impossible. You still don't speak to him nor you look at him. One lucky day, he found you sitting alone in the study hall. Gathering all his courage, he approached you. Hey Ryan, you looked at him. Do you want something? No, but can I sit here if you don't mind? Of course I won't mind because I don't own these chairs, but why do you want to sit here? The whole place is almost empty. Jungkook lowered his eyes. Obviously he was embarrassed and aware why you were cold towards him. That's because I want to tell you something. But I don't think I would want to talk to you, so please. Ryan, please, I know you are mad at me. I'm sorry for all those words. I realized that I was wrong, but can we start over? Can we be friends like before? You looked at him for some time and then chuckled. You are unbelievable, Jungkook. I'm accepting your apology because I know you were being gaslighted, but we can never go back to what we were. I told you how I feel about you, and you not only rejected me, but also humiliated me. I'm really sorry. Please give me a chance to correct my mistake. He was deeply guilty. I'm sorry, Jungkook, but after hearing those words from you, I don't think I would be able to give you a chance. I'm doing well in my life, in fact better than before. I realized my worth. Let's forget that and move on. You left from there even though you felt bad, but it was important. It took you so long to come where you were right now. Jungkook knew he lost a good friend and a secret lover just because he trusted the wrong person. He would probably regret this for the rest of his life.